Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? I am doing good. It is Thursday, moving through the week, but I am doing good. Could be better, but I am pushing through. I want to welcome you to lunch and chat with Dr. Jackie. It's an opportunity where I could get the chance to come out live, talk a little bit about what's going on, talking about a little bit about what we're doing in the Life Changes Center, talking about healing, talking about the synergy between the body, mind, and spirit. So, want to welcome you to our lunch and chat. And today we're actually going to talk about purpose barriers. Purpose barriers. So, let me know how you are doing. Let me know how you're doing today. Say hello as you come in. I know everybody, people are in between work and everything. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you so much. So, for those who are meeting me for the first time, I am Dr. Jacqueline Evans Phillips. I am a midwife of purpose. And as a midwife of purpose, I'm on a mission really to empower individuals to heal and restore as they move to the next best dimension of their lives. And it's interesting. I got an aha moment when I was, meditating a couple of weeks ago. And the father said to me, Jacqueline, that's really your calling. Because everything I've been doing has been around healing and restoration. And so my assignment is to really help individuals heal and restore. And so today I wanted us to talk a little bit about purpose barriers. What are purpose barriers? Anybody? What are purpose barriers? And so when we look at purpose barriers are barriers that prevent us from getting into a life of purpose. And what it translates itself to be, or anything that can prevent us from moving into a life of purpose. So when we talk about purpose barriers, we talk about distraction, we talk about fear, we talk about confusion, stagnation. And do we feel that sometimes? Yes. Sometimes we may be afraid to take a jump. Sometimes we may be afraid to take a leap. Sometimes we feel that everything that we're doing, nothing is moving forward. Sometimes we may feel that we're stagnant. We may be stagnant in certain areas of our lives. Going back to this biblical context in terms of dry bones, sometimes you see that things are moving for other people and you feel very stagnant. And these are purpose barriers. And the question is, how did these purpose barriers come about? Well, these purpose barriers can come about through grief, right? Through betrayal, through trauma, through pain. So anything that hasn't been dealt with. And the last time we had our lunch and chat, we talked about the bleeding of the trauma into the soul. And so what happens is that with the bleeding of things that have not been dealt with, it can then lead us into purpose barriers. Because remember, we're on assignment, right? No matter how we may want to look at it, when we're on assignment on this earth. And as a midwife of purpose, my mission is to really bring you to the next best dimension of your life towards a life of purpose, right? And we know, I mean, I work with the way I build my healing practice is based on the synergy between the body, mind, and spirit. And they all work in union. And so as we look at purpose barriers, I wanted to talk a little bit about one of the tools that you can use to help you activate a life of purpose. One of the tools that you can use to help you activate a life of purpose. And it's all around setting a vision. Setting a vision. It may sound very elementary. It may sound very elementary, but there is power in setting a vision. Yes, we do the vision boards and all of that stuff, but it goes much deeper than that. And it's setting a vision for all the different areas of your life. And a lot of people be like, oh, I don't need to set a vision. God has it in control. Yes, God has given us the gift of imagination, right? Remember that. God has given us the gift of imagination. Now, imagination resides in the brain, right? But in order for us to take it to the next level, we need to write it down. We need to write it down, and then that becomes a vision. And that's where we're able to exercise it into a plan. So many of us live in imagination. Many of us live in imagination. But do we take it to the next step? Perfect example. Let's look at areas of our lives. A lot of us will plan and execute. Oh, I know where I want to go on my next vacation. Okay, you have a vision for your next vacation. You have a vision for what you want to do on your next vacation. You start planning and executing. Am I correct? I've done it, right? So we are very specific and very detailed about that part of our life. But what about the other areas of our lives? What about the areas of our mental wellness? You've been carrying a hurt and a pain for the longest while. You feel stagnant. You may be stagnant in your relationship. Do you have a vision for that area of your life? Do you have a vision for the mental wellness of your life? Your mental health, do you have a vision for that? Do you have a vision for your health? Do you have a vision for your children? So it is important that we write down the vision. And I'm not asking you to write a dissertation, but it's important that we write down the vision and asking God to give us that wisdom, and asking God, what is that vision for that area of our life? So it's important that we then move in and awaken those areas in our lives. So we are very specific about certain things that we want to have a vision for, and certain areas we just let it be. So I'm here to talk about the spirit of stagnation. I'm here to talk about the spirit of confusion. I'm here to talk about the spirit of fear and distraction that may exist in your life. And it's a matter of identifying exactly what are these areas, and what are these areas these spirits exist in. What is the source of the pain or the trauma that's causing that? And so I'm really excited to we are starting some healing circles starting this fall. And in these healing circles, we are ready to work with individuals who are ready to say yes to the next best version of themselves. These are individuals who are ready to say yes to my purpose. Yes, I'm ready to say yes, I am ready to step up and move out of stagnation, move out of distraction, move out of fear, move out of confusion. You can no longer do it alone. And so the Life Changer Center, starting this fall, starting actually in September, we're actually enrolling individuals right now into our healing circles. So what I want you to do is really to connect with us. I actually have a link right here. Really connect with us. Let us know that, let us start that conversation about saying yes to your healing today. Saying yes to your healing. You could plan for your trip. You could plan for the next house that you want to live in, but I want you to start planning for your healing. I want you to start planning for some of those dry areas of your life. I want you to make that commitment before the end of the year. Be part of our healing circles and say yes to the next best version of yourself. You could no longer, I want you to make a commitment of no longer just existing, but living in those areas. Because what happened is that These dry areas can grow like a cancer, and they can become giants in your life. And sooner or later, that energy or that dryness can spread into other areas into your life. And no one is going to come and save you. You have to save yourself. You have to make that commitment to move towards a mental wellness plan, an effective mental wellness plan where you can no longer exist but start living. So reach out to me today. Let's start that conversation. Let's start that conversation of developing a vision for yourself. Let's start that conversation of healing. Because we all have things that we need to heal. But if it gets to a point where it's causing stagnation or it's distraction or confusion in your life, connect with me today. Let's talk about our healing circles. Be part of it. We are enrolling right now. So reach out to me, click on this link, and let's begin the conversation towards the next best version of yourself. And also, too, as you start thinking about it, I also want you to ask the Holy Spirit to come into your life today and fill you up and give you that wisdom. We want to create a revival in within you. Create a revival within you so we can create harmony between your body, mind, and spirit. So be blessed and have a great day. Looking to see you on the other side. Have a great day. Take care.